addictions, pride, laziness, gluttony, lust, greed. Since the dawn of humanity, humans have been subject to the tyranny of vices. Each of us possesses and has succumbed to these vices, prompting countless thinkers throughout history to reflect on them. Vices awaken our most irrational tendencies, seducing and clouding our understanding while inclining our appetites towards the basest human passions. They even subjugate reason, convincing us that vice is either good or not as bad as one might expect. Stoicism emerges as a critical doctrine against vices. Stoics argue that vices negate human reason and freedom, reducing the individual to something akin to an animal enslaved to instincts and desires. Stoicism, fundamentally, is the tireless cultivation of virtue, an intellectual habit that distances us from vice, guiding us towards a fulfilling and happy life. As you may have experienced, vice brings tremendous unhappiness. It may initially seem satisfying, but this satisfaction is fleeting and temporary. When it fades, it leaves behind suffering, anguish, and misery. Vices may appear to fulfill us, but in reality they only deplete us, leaving a soul wound that only virtue can heal. Marcus Aurelius asserted that vice is its own punishment, self-destructive in nature. Seneca added that vice is the most powerful enemy one can face, while virtue serves as the best defense. In this video, I aim to assist you in mastering yourself, controlling vices, and ultimately becoming more virtuous and happy. To achieve this, the video will be divided into two parts. Firstly, I will explain what vice means for a Stoic. Subsequently, I'll provide you with 10 tips to combat vice through virtue. Before we begin, please consider liking the video to help spread this philosophy. If you don't want to miss any content, subscribe and click the notification bell. I've also included links in the description to my other Stoic content on various social media platforms. For Stoicism, vice is morally incorrect and detrimental behavior, a malady of the soul leaning towards irrational appetites. It distorts judgment, causes suffering, and undermines inner peace. Examples of vices, as commonly known, include vanity, anger, fear, lust, greed, gluttony, and addictions. Marcus Aurelius eloquently describes these deviations of the soul, stating that the primary and greatest vice is ignorance, followed by a lack of self-control. Vice results from a misjudgment, a failure in exercising the virtue of wisdom. When under the influence of vice, our understanding takes one of two paths. Either it mistakenly identifies as good what is, in fact, bad, or recognizing the bad, it attempts to convince itself that it is good. In both cases, the outcome is the same: clouded understanding, expression of error, annulment of reason, and free rein granted to pleasure and desire. Impulses by nature are irrational and selfish, reducing us to mere animals. Succumbing to vice means renouncing reason, the essence of our humanity, and becoming slaves to our passions. Thus, departing from reason makes us dependent and manipulable, as others can easily exploit our weaknesses. Marcus Aurelius posited that after the error of ignorance, the vice is found in the error of self-control. However, falling into vices does not imply an incorrigible mistake from which we cannot recover. On the contrary, as Seneca stated, virtue is the best remedy for vice. Hence, according to Stoicism, it is crucial to fight daily to practice virtue, striving to become more rational, serene, and gradually relinquishing vices. While challenging, this task aligns with the pursuit of true happiness. If achieving complete happiness were easy, it would not be as marvelous or valuable. If you resonate with Stoic thinking, you likely agree with these ideas. Still, you might wonder about concrete actions to overcome vices in your daily life. In the second part of this video, I will provide you with several pieces of advice to combat the tyranny of vices and cultivate virtue. 1. Self-reflection and self-knowledge. Embarking on the journey to conquer vices begins with a profound act of self-reflection, a deliberate exploration into the intricate landscape of one's own soul. It is a journey that necessitates a comprehensive understanding of oneself. This isn't merely a casual introspection, it's a deliberate effort to unearth the hidden facets of your character, to discern the subtle nuances that contribute to the allure of vices. Dive into the depths of your psyche, unraveling the complexities that constitute your personality. It involves a meticulous examination of your thoughts, actions, and emotions. What are the vices that have, at times, exerted their influence over your decisions? Acknowledge and confront your weaknesses with unwavering honesty. Identifying these aspects of yourself is not a sign of weakness. Rather, it's a testament to your strength and courage, a crucial first step towards liberation from the shackles of vice. This process of self-discovery involves confronting uncomfortable truths and recognizing patterns that may have eluded your awareness. What are the triggers that lead you towards certain vices? Are there underlying emotional states or external circumstances that act as catalysts? Through this meticulous examination, you empower yourself with the knowledge needed to build a formidable defense against the vices that may seek to ensnare you. Remember, the pursuit of self-knowledge is an ongoing endeavor. Regularly revisit this introspective process, as understanding yourself is not a static achievement, but a dynamic and evolving journey. Embrace the ever-changing landscape of your inner world, for it is within this evolving understanding that you'll find the strength to confront and conquer your vices. 2. Embracing the odyssey of virtue. As you embark on the noble quest to overcome vices, it is paramount to acknowledge the profound nature of this journey, an odyssey of self-discovery, resilience, and transformation. Recognizing that the path to liberation from vices is neither a sprint nor a leisurely stroll, but rather a marathon, is the foundation upon which lasting change is built. Understand that this expedition demands time, patience, and unwavering commitment, just as the forging of a formidable sword requires meticulous craftsmanship. The cultivation of virtue demands a persistent and deliberate effort. The roots of vices run deep, entwined with the very fabric of your being. They have over time woven themselves into the tapestry of your habits and responses. Disentangling from these ingrained patterns requires a sustained and conscious endeavor. Setbacks, as inevitable as the changing seasons, may pepper your journey. It is crucial to internalize that these setbacks are not indicative of failure, but rather integral components of the transformative process. In the ebb and flow of personal growth, occasional missteps are not only expected, but serve as invaluable learning opportunities. It is through these moments of challenge that your resilience is tested and fortified. Perseverance becomes your steadfast companion, a guiding force that propels you forward even when the path seems arduous. Understand that the journey is as much about the lessons learned in moments of vulnerability as it is about the triumphs. Embrace the setbacks as milestones of self-awareness, recognizing them not as insurmountable obstacles, but as stepping stones towards greater self-mastery. Consider this journey as an investment in your own well-being, an exploration into the vast expanse of your potential. Just as a skilled navigator charts the course through uncharted waters, you too must navigate the complexities of your inner landscape with courage and determination. As you do so, the realization dawns that the odyssey of virtue is not merely a destination, but a continuous transformative process, a testament to the enduring strength within you. 3. Unveiling the beacon of purpose in the labyrinthine journey of overcoming vices. Establishing a profound connection with your motivations becomes the North Star guiding your ship through turbulent seas. Delving into the depths of your soul, seek to unearth the authentic reasons that propel you towards the noble pursuit of virtue. These motivations, once illuminated, become a beacon of purpose, casting light upon the shadows of momentary pleasures offered by vices. Begin this introspective quest by contemplating the fundamental question: why do you aspire to overcome these vices? Your motivations are the bedrock upon which your commitment to virtue stands, and understanding them is akin to fortifying the foundations of a resilient fortress against the encroachment of vice. Your motivations might be as diverse as the stars in the night sky, ranging from a desire for lasting happiness, a commitment to personal growth, or the aspiration to foster meaningful connections with others. Each motivation, unique to your individual journey, serves as a source of strength when confronted with the allure of transient pleasures. During moments of challenge and temptation, these motivations act as unwavering sentinels, reminding you of the greater purpose that transcends the fleeting gratifications of vices. It's imperative to engrave these motivations into the fabric of your consciousness, creating a mental reservoir from which you can draw strength in times of trial. Consider crafting a personal manifesto, a declaration of your aspirations and the profound reasons driving your quest for virtue. This written testament becomes a tangible reminder during moments of vulnerability, anchoring you to the profound convictions that outweigh the allure of immediate gratification. Embrace your motivations as guardians of your virtue, recognizing that the pursuit of lasting fulfillment is far more valuable than the ephemeral pleasures offered by vices. In the tapestry of your journey, these motivations weave a narrative of purpose and resilience, steering you towards the shores of enduring happiness rather than the treacherous waters of momentary indulgence. Set realistic goals in the intricate tapestry of your journey towards virtue. The crafting of goals stands as a pivotal thread, weaving intentionality and direction into the very fabric of your pursuit. Setting realistic goals is akin to charting a course through uncharted waters, a deliberate and thoughtful navigation toward the shores of virtue. Let's embark on this journey of goal setting, understanding the delicate balance between challenge and attainability. Begin by contemplating the broader landscape of your virtuous aspirations. What does the realization of virtue look like for you? What specific aspects of your character and behavior do you aim to transform? As you answer these questions, carve out tangible objectives that not only challenge your existing patterns but also remain within the realm of achievability. The essence of setting realistic goals lies in acknowledging the formidable nature of the task at hand. Overcoming vices is no small feat. It demands a concerted effort, a commitment to growth, and an understanding that transformation unfolds gradually. Imagine your goals as stepping stones, each one propelling you closer to the pinnacle of virtue. These goals should serve as beacons, guiding your way through the sometimes tumultuous seas of personal change. Challenge yourself, certainly, but temper this challenge with a healthy dose of realism. Unrealistic expectations can breed frustration and erode the foundations of your virtuous journey. Recognize that the journey is not a sprint but a marathon, and your goals should reflect this understanding. To establish these goals effectively, break down the overarching pursuit of virtue into smaller, manageable milestones. Celebrate each achievement, regardless of its scale, as it signifies progress on the path. This incremental approach not only fosters a sense of accomplishment, but also ensures that the pursuit of virtue remains a sustainable and rewarding endeavor. As you set these goals, consider the unique contours of your own journey. Your goals should resonate with your motivations and align with the broader narrative of your virtuous odyssey. With each goal achieved, you solidify your commitment to virtue and lay the groundwork for subsequent challenges. In the grand symphony of your pursuit, let these goals be harmonious notes, resonating with the melody of your aspirations, guiding you through the cadence of personal growth. Embrace the power of realistic goal setting as a compass, steering you toward the realization of virtue while honoring the iterative nature of your transformative journey. 5. Start gradually in the intricate dance of transformation. Especially when ensnared in the complex web of vices, the wisdom lies in initiating change gradually, a nuanced and deliberate progression reminiscent of building a mountain from individual grains of sand. This approach, endorsed by the sagacious Marcus Aurelius, becomes a guiding philosophy as you navigate the early stages of your journey toward virtuous living. Consider the deeply ingrained nature of vices, a complex interplay of habits, impulses, and emotional responses that have woven themselves into the very fabric of your being. Disentangling from these intricate threads requires a strategic and patient approach. Picture the process as sculpting a masterpiece, each deliberate stroke contributing to the creation of a virtuous work of art. Begin by identifying a specific vice that you intend to address. Rather than attempting to sever all ties with it abruptly, opt for a phased reduction or modification. For instance, if combating procrastination, initiate the change by allocating specific time slots for focused work, gradually expanding this disciplined approach. Marcus Aurelius' analogy of building a mountain from grains of sand beautifully captures the essence of gradual transformation. Break down the overarching goal of overcoming a vice into smaller, manageable steps. These incremental changes, seemingly modest in isolation, collectively amass to form the foundation of a monumental shift in behavior. This gradual approach serves multiple purposes. Firstly, it acknowledges the reality that significant change takes time and persistence. Secondly, it allows for a gentler adjustment, minimizing the shock to your system that can accompany abrupt alterations. Thirdly, it cultivates a sense of mastery as each small triumph builds confidence and fortifies your resolve. As you progress, periodically reassess your journey. Reflect on the strides made and the lessons learned. This reflective practice ensures that your approach remains adaptive, evolving alongside your evolving understanding of self. The beauty of this gradual ascent lies not only in the destination, but in the transformative process itself. Like a sculptor refining a masterpiece or a composer composing a symphony, relish the intricate craftsmanship of your virtuous journey. Embrace the incremental changes as vital strokes in the canvas of your character, each contributing to the magnificent portrait of a life lived in pursuit of virtue. 6. Avoid risky situations. In the intricate design of virtuous living, the architecture of your surroundings plays a pivotal role. To shield yourself from the allure of vices, the sage advice emerges. Modify your habits and environments with the intention of sidestepping situations that could potentially trigger a relapse. This strategic recalibration, marked by courage and a resolute spirit, becomes a cornerstone in your resistance against the siren call of temptations. Acknowledge that your habits and the spaces you inhabit are not mere backdrops, but active participants in shaping your behavior. Begin this transformative process by identifying situations or settings that historically have served as breeding grounds for your vices. Whether it's the late-night solitude that paves the way for unhealthy habits or certain social circles that amplify temptation, pinpoint these triggers with unflinching honesty. Once identified, summon the courage to make deliberate changes. Consider altering your daily routine to eliminate or minimize exposure to these high-risk situations. If procrastination tends to strike during late hours, establish a disciplined evening routine that prioritizes rest and rejuvenation. Similarly, if social settings contribute to the allure of vices, reassess your engagements and consider spending time in environments that foster positive habits. This process of modification requires a blend of self-awareness and audacity. Be fearless in confronting the patterns that undermine your journey towards virtue. The act of courage is not merely about resistance, but, more profoundly, about reshaping your surroundings to align with your aspirations. Cultivate environments that serve as fortresses against temptation. Intentionally create spaces that nurture positive habits and discourage the encroachment of vices. Whether it's arranging your workspace for focus or restructuring your living area to foster tranquility, view your surroundings as canvases waiting to be painted with the strokes of virtuous living. Remember that this transformative journey demands adaptability. Be open to refining your environment as you gain insights into your evolving self. Embrace the challenge as an opportunity for creative expression, where every adjustment becomes a brushstroke contributing to the masterpiece of your virtuous existence. 7. Distance from enablers in the intricate navigation of virtuous living. The decision to distance oneself from individuals who propagate vice emerges as a pivotal compass point. Genuine care for someone extends beyond mere companionship. It encompasses a sincere desire for their well-being. Recognizing that those who foster vices may inadvertently obstruct your path to authentic happiness becomes a courageous step in sculpting a life governed by virtue. Begin by introspectively assessing your social circles. Identify individuals whose influence tends to steer towards the precipice of vice. Whether their intentions are overt or unwitting, discern the impact of their presence on your journey towards virtuous living. True care for oneself and others involves acknowledging the symbiotic relationship between personal well-being and the well-being of those with whom you share your journey. Courageously initiate the process of detachment. Understand that this decision is not a condemnation, but a deliberate act of self-preservation and commitment to personal growth. In the pursuit of virtue, surround yourself with individuals whose influence aligns with your aspirations, creating an ecosystem conducive to positive habits and shared values. The act of distancing from enablers is a manifestation of profound self-respect. It involves a recognition that, in the quest for genuine happiness, one must be discerning about the energies and influences allowed into their sphere. Just as a garden thrives when untethered from invasive weeds, your journey towards virtue flourishes when liberated from the entanglements of vice-enabling relationships. Embrace the liberating power of choice. The decision to distance yourself from enablers is a testament to your commitment to a life guided by virtue. It is not an act of judgment, but a conscious alignment of your path with your values. This recalibration, while challenging, allows for the flourishing of your individual journey and, in turn, contributes to the collective well-being of those involved. Remember that the process of detachment is a dynamic one. As you evolve, so too does your understanding of the relationships that shape your environment. Be attentive to the ebb and flow of interpersonal dynamics, always aligning your orbit with those who inspire growth, foster positivity, and share in the genuine pursuit of happiness through virtuous living. 8. Seek help in the tapestry of personal transformation. The realization that seeking help is both a sign of strength and a strategic move becomes a beacon of wisdom. Don't shy away from reaching out to others for support, for within their insights and shared experiences lie invaluable resources to aid you in your journey. There exist individuals who have confronted similar vices and emerged victorious, ready to offer assistance and guidance. Acknowledge that the path to virtue need not be a solitary expedition. The challenges posed by vices are multifaceted, and the collective wisdom of others can serve as a compass, steering you through the intricacies of your own journey. Begin by identifying individuals in your network, be they friends, family, mentors, or professionals whose perspectives align with your commitment to virtuous living. Approach this process with openness and vulnerability. Share your aspirations, struggles, and the specific vices you aim to overcome. In doing so, you create a space for the collective wisdom of others to illuminate your path. Those who have traversed similar terrain can offer insights born from first-hand experience, providing you with tools and strategies to navigate the complexities of your own journey. The act of seeking help is not a sign of weakness, but rather a testament to your commitment to growth. It involves a recognition that the journey towards virtue is enriched by the diversity of perspectives and the shared strength of a supportive community. Embrace the opportunity to learn from the triumphs and tribulations of those who have faced analogous challenges. Consider engaging in conversations, support groups, or seeking professional guidance. Therapists, counselors, and life coaches possess the expertise to offer tailored assistance, equipped with the tools to guide you through the process of overcoming vices. Their impartial insights can provide clarity and serve as a source of encouragement. Remember that you are not alone on this journey. The collective wisdom of others becomes a source of strength, fostering a sense of camaraderie and shared purpose. As you navigate the complexities of overcoming vices, lean on the experiences of those who have faced similar trials, and let their wisdom become a guiding force in your pursuit of virtuous living. 9. Understand pleasure versus satisfaction in the labyrinth of virtuous living. A pivotal realization emerges the need to discern between momentary pleasure and enduring satisfaction. As you purposefully distance yourself from vices, delve into the profound disparity between these two states of being, recognizing that the pursuit of virtue is intrinsically linked to the cultivation of sustained fulfillment. Understand that pleasure, often transient and fleeting, is the immediate gratification derived from succumbing to vices. It's the ephemeral surge of contentment that disguises itself as a solution to momentary discomfort or desire. In contrast, satisfaction, rooted in virtue, transcends the fleeting nature of pleasure. It is a deeper, more profound sense of contentment that arises from aligning your actions with your values and principles. Consider the metaphor of a fleeting flame versus a steady glow. Pleasure is akin to the flicker of a flame, providing a momentary burst of warmth but susceptible to the slightest breeze. Satisfaction, on the other hand, is the steady, unwavering glow of a well-tended fire, a source of enduring warmth and illumination. As you distance yourself from vices, reflect on past experiences where momentary pleasure may have masked the deeper yearning for lasting fulfillment. Recognize that the pursuit of virtue requires a paradigm shift, a conscious choice to prioritize the sustained satisfaction derived from virtuous living over the transitory allure of vices. Cultivate mindfulness in your daily choices, assessing whether an action is driven by the pursuit of immediate pleasure or the quest for enduring satisfaction. This introspective practice serves as a compass, guiding you towards decisions aligned with your long-term well-being and genuine happiness. Embrace the understanding that the journey towards sustained satisfaction is not devoid of challenges. It requires patience, resilience, and a steadfast commitment to virtuous principles. However, the rewards are immeasurable. A life infused with meaning, purpose, and a profound sense of fulfillment. 10. Consider the harm in the contemplative sanctuary of virtuous living. A profound moment of reckoning unfolds, a moment that invites introspection into the harm wrought by succumbing to vices. Delve into the awareness that vices, like turbulent currents in a vast sea, create a spiraling undertow, ensnaring not only oneself, but casting ripples that touch the lives of others. In choosing virtue, one embarks on a noble quest for the greater good, recognizing the transformative power of decisions rooted in moral integrity. Begin this reflective journey by acknowledging the multifaceted nature of harm inflicted by vices. Consider the impact on your own well-being, the erosion of personal growth, the dampening of authentic joy, and the insidious erosion of the very fabric of your character. Simultaneously, ponder the collateral effects on those within your orbit, friends, family, and the broader community. Picture vices as threads in a tapestry, weaving a narrative of suffering and discord. Recognize that the spiral of vices, once set into motion, has the potential to drag everyone down into its unforgiving currents. This awareness serves as a clarion call, a summons to rise above the undertow and strive for a life anchored in virtue. Embrace the understanding that choosing virtue is not merely a solitary act, but a collective endeavor that contributes to the greater good. Every decision to distance oneself from vices becomes a ripple, a positive force that counters the prevailing currents of discord. In seeking the greater good, you become an agent of positive change, steering the narrative towards harmony and well-being. Reflect on the potential for transformation within yourself and the world around you. Consider the alternative, a life entangled in the repercussions of vices, perpetuating a cycle of harm and discontent. Choose virtue as a powerful antidote, a force capable of breaking the chains of destructive patterns and ushering in a tide of positive influence. In the rich tapestry of Stoic philosophy, the discourse on vice control emerges as a profound and transformative thread. The Stoic perspective, as articulated by Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius, resonates with timeless wisdom that transcends the boundaries of its historical origins. Seneca's emphasis on true greatness lying in the conquest of vices underscores the Stoic belief in the transformative power of self-discipline and virtuous living. It aligns with the Stoic view that the path to true happiness is paved through the conquest of one's inner struggles. Epictetus, characterizing vices as chains that shackle freedom and inner peace, paints a vivid picture of the constraining nature of destructive habits. The Stoic philosophy in essence advocates for the liberation of the soul from these self-imposed chains, a liberation that brings about a state of tranquility and self-mastery. Marcus Aurelius, in his exploration of vices as weaknesses to be overcome for the attainment of greatness and wisdom, echoes the Stoic notion that virtue is not merely an abstract ideal, but a dynamic force that propels individuals toward their highest potential. The struggle against vices becomes a crucible for personal growth and the cultivation of wisdom. As an artificial intelligence language model, I don't personally experience vices or the struggle against them. However, I appreciate the Stoic doctrine's emphasis on self-awareness, resilience, and the pursuit of virtue. The Stoic approach to vice control provides a practical and philosophical framework for individuals to navigate the complexities of their inner lives. For those engaging with the Stoic teachings on vice control, it's a journey that requires patience, introspection, and a commitment to continuous improvement. The recognition of vices as impediments to serenity and genuine happiness aligns with the Stoic understanding that true well-being arises from living in harmony with reason and virtue. I invite individuals to share their reflections on the Stoic doctrine regarding vice control. Whether they have encountered challenges in overcoming vices or experienced success in the pursuit of virtue, each journey is unique, and the collective sharing of insights can contribute to a broader understanding of how Stoic principles resonate in the contemporary pursuit of a meaningful and virtuous life.